We good? Good morning, everyone. It's Saturday morning. What month are we in? It's July. It's July 8th, and it's already feeling like it's going to be the hottest day of the year. Welcome, everyone. It is the 78th episode of the Koi Marketplace, and it's also we had yesterday was the official July 7th is National Koi Day, which is very special to us. You know, many years ago, I don't know, maybe it was 4 or 5 years ago, I woke up one morning and I'm like, you know what? We need to have like a special day to celebrate koi. And there was no day like that in the United States. There may be a koi day somewhere else in some other country, but here in the US we had nothing. So we did a whole bunch of research and we found out that we could actually create our own holiday that would go on a calendar. But we actually create Koi Day, which is July 7th every single year. And we celebrate it every year with a whole bunch of sales. We actually do either a National Koi Week. It depends on where it falls out on the calendar. This year, it's National Koi Weekend. So we've been celebrating since yesterday. We have 15% off on all of our koi. So I'm pretty excited about that, even though I'm sweating my butt off right now. So everything that we're going to be selling today will actually fall under that 15% off sale. So, you know, happy National Koi Day to everyone. How many people we have on? Can we say hello to you? Good morning, Mike.
Good morning.
How was your week?
Eventful.
Mike had an interesting week. He did a little bit of traveling this week. Went out to help some customers and yeah. He had a very interesting week.
Very interesting.
Yeah. If any of you guys stop into the store, he'll tell you about it. All right. Thanks, Mike. All right. So I am wearing one of my my new shirts that doesn't actually have the logos on it. The new clothing, I think, will be done this week. So we're just doing Coin Market shirts, hats. I think hats and beanies. The typical stuff. We will be doing in the future. We'll be doing the LI Bonsai and Supply logo shirts and hats. That'll also be happening soon. A couple of interesting things happened this week. So yesterday was the hottest day on record for the entire world. So yesterday it was an average of 63 degrees. Good. It was an average of 63 degrees all around the world. It was officially on record the hottest day we've ever had worldwide, which is not good. That's definitely not a good thing. And then apparently this week coming up, they're anticipating. Got some water? It's because you just got off a plane. That's why. Good morning. How are you?
Good.
This week, they're actually anticipating that we will hit the highest heat level worldwide in 120,000 years. Which, I mean, I don't know how they come up with that number, but that's what they were saying. Is it's going to be the hottest week on record, you know, in quite a long time, worldwide. I don't know what that means, except that global warming is obviously having a very large effect on us. And I know that I think it's El Nino, or is El Nino? El Nino is seriously impacting us in a big way. And we can see all these things that are happening around our country. And we can see what's happening up in Canada. We've never had, I don't even ever remember, you ever remember Canada having forest fires ever, and now it's the worst that they've ever had. Just things are changing and it's not good. Yeah, I mean, we'll all try and do our part to try and help out any way we can. But big things in koi market news. So we just signed an agreement with Aquascape to become an Aquascape distribution center. So we're pretty excited about that. So contractors, and CACs, certified aquascape contractors, will now be able to come here. We have a huge shipment coming in, and they'll now be able to come here and purchase product for their job. So I'm excited about that. And we also just hired Mike Verone. Mike is not here. He's starting on Monday. Mike Verone has a very extensive history in this business. He worked for Bissett's. If you're from Long Island, you heard of Bissett's. He worked for Bissett's for many, many years. And he also worked for Aquascape before he left there and came here. So he has an extensive knowledge in the entire product line because he's been selling it for the last 20 years. And he knows every contractor that's building ponds on all of Long Island. So we're really excited to have him on board. And he's starting with us on Monday. I will make another announcement. We do have one of our employees leaving, which we're all pretty bummed about. Jameson, who pretty much runs our store during the week, is going to be going back to spend some time with his family in Texas. And so he is going to be leaving. And that does open up an opportunity. If you happen to know someone that knows this industry, has a very strong interest and a knowledge of koi, knows about pond construction in any way, and is interested in a job coming to work for Koi Market, then give me a call. 516-547-0164. I keep forgetting to put my glasses on. My eyes are killing me. But how's everyone doing today? How many people we have on? 27. So good morning, everyone. So as I was saying, we did just sign up to become an Aquascape distributor. We will still be doing all the other product that we've been doing before. So if you need high-end UVs, you need high-end filtration, we're still the place to come to. We're just adding in Aquascape as a distribution center into our repertoire of things that we do, and we're pretty excited about that. What else can we talk about here? We did have a couple of changes. So we did just do these glass doors here, which I think I showed you last week. They came and replaced the glass all the way around. So it's nice that we can actually see everyone that's coming in. But we also made this change inside. And I'm coming in here also because there's air conditioning on in here. So we also did glass. We also did glass over on this side. So if you're standing here at the register, you can actually see all the way in. It's okay. So you can now see all the way down into the koi house through the doors. So I know if someone's over in the small koi house from the store, which is great. So I'm excited about that. We actually have a whole bunch of fish coming now that we've colonized the filters in this whole tank array here. We have a whole bunch of fish coming in. I have Orandas coming in. I have Ranchu coming in. We have some Bristol Shubunkin, which I've never seen before. They're gorgeous, really cool. So we have a whole bunch of different types of goldfish coming in to fill these tanks, and we'll be showing those guys off, as soon as they come in. They will go through a quarantine process like everything else. We've actually sold a bunch of the high fin sharks. There's definitely a bunch less than what we had before. You can see these guys. Take a look. These are our 4-inch Shubunkins, high fin sharks. I was looking at the Shubunkin sign when I said that. The tanks, definitely, you have to maintain them. So because the light shines through, we get a lot of sunlight in here. We've actually started blocking the sun. We've done a couple of things to block the sun, but it's still, you can see the algae collects on the glass fairly easily. So Tim, who's one of our maintenance guys, is now working at the store, and he's actually taking care of the tanks almost daily. He's hitting these things quite often to make sure that they stay clean. But it is a bit of work. We've sold a lot of these trapdoor snails too. I don't think we have much of them left. We sold almost all of our shubunkins, and I am pretty excited to get all these tanks filled with some gorgeous goldfish. So if you guys are interested in that, let me know. Obviously, you know about our high fin, our sturgeon, and the sturgeon are my favorite. Come here, guys. And check these guys out. They're so awesome. Can you see it clearly on there? I'm going to put them in a bowl. I'm going to grab a few. I got it. Just going to grab a couple of these guys. And I have the big girl in here. She's in here somewhere. She's really too big for this. Did I get her? I didn't get her. It's a little hard to see. But check out those sturgeon. So we have sturgeon food coming in. I mean, we actually got some when we got them, they came with some sturgeon food, but we actually have sturgeon food ordered and it's coming in. I'm going to grab the largest one. So these guys can get absolutely huge. So you need to have, you can't really put them in a small pond. You have to have, I don't know if you can see the size of this one. This one's a little bit over 2 feet. And although it's also a diamond sturgeon, it does lose some of that white as it gets larger, but you can still see the white tips around the fish, and I think that stays. You check that out. Hi. Aren't you gorgeous? You know, as long as I've been doing this, I've had an interest in sturgeon, and I've always wanted to get them. And they're just fine in the pond. They can winter the ponds just fine. So they get along and can be with koi and goldfish without a problem. The only issue that arises is if you did need to treat the ponds. If you treat the ponds with any of the medications that you would normally use to treat koi, you can kill the sturgeon. So you would have to have a separate tank that you can move the sturgeon to during that treatment process, because you will kill them. If anyone's interested in these, we're happy to work with you on them. This big one right here is $1,000. It's probably about, what do you think, 2.5 feet? Yeah, it's a good 2.5 feet long. It's got a cute white tip on his nose. And then we have these guys here. These are the smaller ones. These guys are about 10 inches plus. And check these guys out. And I know you can't, I can't even begin to describe in the way they feel. I mean, the spine on them, it doesn't hurt or anything like that, but it's just such a rough, I guess rough would be the best way to describe them. And they're just so cool looking. And they're just so prehistoric looking. See that, guys? These guys are selling for $300 each. A dinosaur fish. Did someone say that? Michael said that. It's a dinosaur fish. Hey, buddy. I'm going to turn one over really quick so you can see the other side of them. You can see their mouth is on the bottom. You see this right here. Okay, baby. There you go. If you're interested in these guys, let me know. They are $300 each. You have to have heavy aeration. They do require a different food, a sinking food that's a high protein food. 45% protein or more is recommended. You can get away with a 40% protein. You guys want to see these? These are sturgeon.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Can't feel it.
That's cool.
Yeah. They're prehistoric looking. They're really cool looking. So they do require a different food. It's not an issue to feed their food with the other food because it's a sinking food. It'll drop to the bottom. It'll allow these guys to eat while the koi are eating from the food that's floating. Sometimes they will smarten up and they will end up going down to the bottom to eat the other food too. But just make sure you're feeding the sturgeon where they are, so that they're notified right away that it's there. And again, these guys are $300 each, and we have a bunch of them. We sold a few of them already, and we have one large one. It's about 2.5 feet long. That one's going for $1,000. That one you get free shipping on Southwest Cargo if you spend $650 or more. So pretty cool. We need to get a separate bowl for that side so that we can. So I would love to be able to put the high fin sharks in something so everyone can see them. So the high fin sharks. And Michael, did you just go somewhere where they had? You went to. So one of our customers has. They only had one.
They bought 5, and I think they probably something happened. They only have 1 now.
They only have one, but it was like 2 feet, bigger than 2 feet. Wow. So
You
the
still
hot.
see the banding on it. It's just darker.
Oh really?
darker shade.
Pretty cool though. Yeah. But it's like a giant fin, right? Yeah.
That's how they know it's up there. Is when it crosses the water and you just see like a shark.
So it looks like a shark. I guess that's why they call it a shark, a high fin shark. I never really thought about it, but I guess that would make sense. So Michael was at a customer's house and they had a high fin shark. They started out with 5 of them, and they all grew up together. And I guess I don't know what happened to the other ones, but it seems like there is just one left. But it's now full grown. It's over 2 feet long, and it has this massive upper fin that looks like a shark fin, which is why they call it a high fin shark. And when it comes to the surface, that fin comes out of the water just like a shark does. So it's a pretty cool thing to see. The banding does disappear. It gets darker, and as Michael was saying, it doesn't completely go away. So you can actually still see the bands when they're older, but it's just much darker. So you can see it. You can still see the banding, but you would have to really look at it to see. You can see how high that fin is, called a high fin shark. Can you guys see those guys? So it's actually a loach, L-O-A-C-H. And they have no problem with our winters. They can go into the pond just like the koi, and they live with them just fine. As far as medications and what they can and can't stand, that I'm not sure. But I know at the customer's house that you were at, they've treated their ponds, and that one is over 2 feet long. And they can get really big. I mean, this fish is 2 feet long, 2.5 feet long, and then with a fin, it's up here. So it's pretty cool to see in the pond, and it's nice to see other fish in the pond other than koi and goldfish. I've gone to some customers' houses and they've had various sunnies and things like that. Things that they almost look like pilot fish in saltwater.
I had another guy when I was out there as a paddlefish.
So Michael was just saying that he was at someone else. They met with someone and they have a paddlefish, which is really cool. I've actually seen my friend Alex Castro in Florida built this amazing formal pond, and he had this massive paddlefish in there too. They're really cool. Yeah, they're very cool looking. So what other fish have you guys seen in ponds? What fish would you like to see us bring here that we don't currently have? I'm definitely curious. Any questions or comments? How many people are on? 28 people. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the show. As always, we want you guys to ask questions. If this is your first time on the show, I don't know. But the whole idea of this show is for you guys to interact. So if you have things you want to know, you have things you want to discuss, you have comments you want to make that that we can chat about, then please do. We ask that you definitely, just be considerate when you're asking comments and using certain language. Just because you never know who's on the show, and we just want to make sure we do the right thing. And there was a time when we actually cursed a little bit on the show, and we actually stopped doing that ourselves. Because you just have to do the right thing, and so we ask that you guys do the same thing. So our friend Joe Kaufman came by with his wife, and they spent some time here. That was pretty cool. I don't know if Joe is on. Oh, hey Joe. How's it going? So Joe came by and we were talking filtration, and he was talking about his extensive experience with freshwater stingrays, which I've always had a big interest in. I absolutely love those. I would love to just have my own tank that just had, and I don't know if it's just like I'm going to say Amazonian fish. But the freshwater stingrays, and they have these giant catfish with these white stripes. If someone knows what they're called, I don't know. Not my area, but it's always been like the most fascinating aquarium at the aquarium. When you go to the aquarium, for me, is seeing one of those tanks with those fish in it. I just love seeing those freshwater fish. I'm not sure what those catfish are called, but I've always had an interest in the stingrays, and it's. It was pretty cool because he built a massive tank in his basement to house these stingrays, and he's just gotten into koi, and he's doing some pretty cool stuff. So good morning, Joe, and thank you for coming. It was great to have you, and that leads me into the next conversation, which is, guys, we're open to the public. We're open for you guys to come here. We have friends and customers that travel from all over the country to come here. Unfortunately, we don't have like a bed and breakfast area where someone could stay at the moment, but there's plenty of places that you can stay in the area if you want to come here and visit and see everything that Koi Market has to offer. We welcome you to come here. With that, let's. Is there anything specific you guys want to see today? We do have our Aoki fish that are still in quarantine. They're going to be out of quarantine in, 2 weeks or so? 3 weeks? You got a question? Yes.
Kathy Crowley.
Hi, Kathy.
My pond parameters are perfect except for my phosphates, which are fine. All fish are perfect, but I have small areas of foam on top of the water. Could it be from the phosphates, or does the medicated food cause that? I was feeding that for a few spots on my Kumaru, who has completely recovered. Okay, good. So I'm glad you were feeding the medicated food. The medicated food, you do need to feed like a full course of the 12 days. You shouldn't. I wasn't. So you're doing that full course. Good. Just wondering if the phosphates are causing the foam, or
phosphates can definitely cause the foam. I mean. It could be from the type of food that you're feeding. It could be how much food you're feeding. What I would recommend is, you can actually stop feeding for a day or two and see if that subsides. Were you going to say something, Michael?
another comment.
Okay. You can definitely. What food are you feeding normally? Let me know, because food can definitely be a source of the foam. We're actually going to be experimenting with a new food next week. From a company called Sarah, and because this can definitely happen, especially when you're doing grow out. You'll see a lot of foam on the water, depending on how the food is being processed and how much of that stays in the water. It can definitely cause foam in the water. Sakiaikai growth and color. It's interesting. I was talking with Chris, who feeds that food all the time, and he almost felt like the formula for the food changed a little bit because he sees a difference in the water quality this year. Do you see the same thing? He commented that he's seeing a lot more residual in the water, stuff in the water, that wasn't like that in the past.
Last year, my water was delicious. Now it's always like some.
Yeah. So he said the same thing. He said that it's something is different in their recipe that's changed the water quality when using the sake I carry food. I mean, it's still a really good food, but there was a noticeable. What's wrong? Oh, we got a little bit of water dripping here. What is that from? The aerator? All right, sorry, we were just fixing something on a tank. Mike noticed some water dripping, and it was the aerator was bubbling, causing the water to bubble over. So anyway, so it can definitely be the food that you're feeding. Why don't you cut out the food you can give it a rest for a couple of days, or feed a bit less, and see if that subsides. Let me know. I'm curious. Another question.
Alan John.
Hi, Alan.
He says nice hair.
I don't know what's going on with my hair today.
He says it's nice. He's not being sarcastic.
Thank you. I need a haircut. Every day this week I was supposed to go, and every day I ended up getting some kind of emergency call for something, and I wasn't able to do it. So, yes. Oh, that was the only comment? Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, I do need a haircut though. Yes, we do have. Is there anything we wanted to go over in the store product-wise, or discuss anything to do with filtration, water quality, UVs? Go ahead.
Aeration due to the hot weather.
So aeration. So I can't stress enough how important aeration is for your pond, guys. We've had this conversation many times, and I don't. Please don't I apologize if you feel like I'm repeating myself, but aeration is the most important part of your pond that most of our customers are really not attending to. That it's not something that everyone has, and you know what? Shame on me for not mentioning this. I wasn't going to say anything about this. I did have a major loss in my own personal ponds, and I was not following my own advice. And let's come on over here. Do I have one set up? Yeah. I don't know why why do we have multiple units here? I don't know. So this week, I've had my pond at my house for over 20 years, and I've kind of it's just doing its thing, and I didn't heed my own advice, which was to make sure that I had a backup battery aerator set up on my pond, and I lost I don't know, 15 of my oldest fish. We lost power in the middle of the night, and I came out the next morning and I was like, oh, the pond is off. Let me go turn it on. And I walked up to the pond and half my fish were dead. It was very upsetting. These are fish that, I've had for, 20 plus years. I got when, my daughter was really young, and we watched them grow up together. And so it really hurt. I know that some people think they're just fish. Well, to us, they're not just fish. To us, they're family members. Like, I'm getting a little teary-eyed here. But I did lose a whole bunch of fish that I've had for a very long time, and they've been a part of our life. And it's because I didn't heed my own advice, which was to have a battery backup aerator. And now I have one at the house. But the whole idea of a battery backup aerator is to have an aerator on the pond that will automatically go on. Good morning, how are you? Will automatically go on if, God forbid, any reason you lost power. Now, lots of customers have a generator, which is great, but there's a lot more customers that don't have a generator. And this points out, in the best way how important aeration is, because the aeration is going to keep the fish alive. So let's talk about aeration and what aeration does. Aeration obviously provides oxygen for your fish, but it also provides oxygen for your beneficial bacteria. It's your nitrifying bacteria, as well as your sludge-eating bacteria. It creates current and flow, so it'll actually pull debris up from the bottom of the pond, and it'll push it in a direction.
How are you, Sean?
Good to see you.
Long time. Beautiful stuff.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you. We're just doing our show here. If you want to say hi, say please. Say hi.
Hi. These guys are great. Amazing. No words.
Thanks, buddy.
Beautiful stuff.
Thank you. So the importance of aeration, it creates current and flow, so it'll actually pull debris up, and it'll actually push it in a direction, because it'll actually breach the surface, and it'll push in a direction. And a lot of people think that when you see the bubbles, that's the aeration, but the bubbles are actually, when they reach the surface of the water, they're actually churning the oxygen into the water, and then it's drawing back into the pond. So it's very important. And in the summertime, there's a lot less oxygen in the water than there is in the cooler weather, which is why you generally don't have issues with aeration in the wintertime, because there's a lot more oxygen in the water in the colder water. But in the hot summer months, the oxygen depletes, and you need that aerator, and it's so important. You have to have that aerator in the pond to provide that oxygen. And as I said, it does so much more. It destratifies the pond as well. And what that means is it's taking the low oxygen water from the bottom of the pond, and it's mixing it with the higher oxygen water at the top of the pond. So what I was saying, it creates current and flow. It'll actually, when you have your pond set up, and assuming you have a skimmer, and guys, if you don't have a skimmer in your pond, you really should have a skimmer. Your skimmer is going to be on one side of the pond, and your waterfall is going to be on the other side of the pond. You're going to have your aeration towards your waterfall area. If you put the aeration in the middle of the pond, it's actually going to create surface turbulence that's going to block debris from getting to the skimmer. So rather, you use it on the opposite side and have it help the water feature to push debris to the skimmer. Okay? So keep it in those dead zones that are going to help to oxygenate those dead zones. And in the wintertime, the added bonus is that it keeps a hole in the ice and degasses the ponds. So if you don't have an aerator in your pond, if you don't have the right size aerator for your ponds, and a lot of it depends on how many fish you have in there, you have to rethink your strategy for your ponds. You need to make sure that an aerator becomes part of your tool set. It needs to be, it's an integral part of your pond, and if you don't have an aerator, you need to get one. Remember, what your pond was this year is not, or last year, is not necessarily what it is this year. This is an ever-evolving ecosystem. Okay, so your fish are getting bigger. You may add more fish. The fish are getting larger. Their requirements are more, and because they're more, their oxygen needs are more. So it's really important to make sure you have aeration in this part of it. And you guys have any questions regarding aeration? For us, it's funny, we don't actually have our standard diffuser is not in stock because they're waiting for a container to come in. But we like the Metalla. This is actually a 9-inch disc. 11? Is it 11? It might be an 11. I think you're right. I think it's an 11. MDB 11. Yeah. So a 9-inch diffuser. Yeah, it says it right there. Diffuser platform with 9-inch diffuser. I thought it was 9-inch. So it is a 9-inch diffuser. They also have the MD5 and the MD7. The MD5 is a 5-inch. The MD7 is a 7-inch. You would think that the MD11 would be an 11-inch, but it's actually a 9-inch. So we'll have to, I don't know what to say there. And we're actually using, this is a Teflon covered air diffuser that we actually had to get as a placeholder while we're waiting for the MDs to arrive. But talking about aeration, so we carry Aquascape's aeration systems. We also carry, this is our I don't have any here right now on the aquascape. But this is our battery backup air diffuser right here. And you can see, I mean, here's the plug. You know, it's not plugged in. I don't know if you can hear that, but this air is on. And the way this is designed is you plug it in, it's plugged in all the time, and it's running all the time. And if your power goes out, then it'll automatically stay on. And you can actually dial the amount of air you want, so you can lower it or raise it depending on what your needs are. The lower it is, the longer it will last. I think it'll last up to around 24 hours on the lowest setting. We also have, go ahead, ask a question.
Can you have too much air?
No, I don't believe so. The question is, can you have too much aeration? I'm just going back this way. Can you have too much aeration? And the answer is no. I mean, too much aeration is certainly going to cause a lot of turbulence in your pond. You can have your air entering in other areas of the pond, like in the waterfall box. You can put the diffuser in there. There are other areas where you can add it so that it doesn't create a large amount of turbulence. But having too much oxygen is not an issue. We do have these nice fancy fiberglass boulders, which are pretty cool. They actually have a little perforation on the back here, some air holes, so that you can cover up your air diffuser and still have it running without it being in view, which are pretty cool. This is a nice one. I don't remember what the price is on this. I have to go check. But will this cover these? Yeah, this will cover most of these. So the line we carry, so I have the Hialeah, this is the largest battery backup aerator on the market. These sell for $300. We have the Atlantic Typhoons, which we've been selling for a while. And our go-to has been the Mito from Japan. This is the Mito aeration system. And these guys are the only linear piston aeration system. It's not a diaphragm like the other systems. This is a linear piston. And these things just keep on going. I could probably count on one hand the amount of times that there's been an issue with one of these. And I think the issues have always been like they end up getting submerged or something. Or they didn't have like a check valve on them. And they do make a check valve, and I'll show you. This is and guys, some of you have ponds that are, some of you have a pond that is above grade and your aerator is below the water level. If you have a situation like that, no, by the way, these are $105.99, so $106. If your pond level is here and your aerator is here, if you turn the aerator off, it will vacuum back that water through the line, and it'll go into the air system, and it'll ruin your aerator. So it's important to have a check valve. Okay, so I can't blow this way. This is a 3/8 inch check valve. We sell these. I don't remember how much they are, but we do sell this. And you just have this in the system, so it's going to go into the line. See, you can see no air is coming through. Air is going through. So you're going to have this right before the pump, and it'll stop any water from getting into the pump. So the flap will open when air is going out, but as soon as the air is off, it closes, and then no water can go back in. Really, really handy to have one of those. I'm going to leave this right here, and it'll be stolen by tomorrow. So let's see what happens. I put a lot of trust in everyone. Everyone yells at me for doing that. But any other questions regarding aeration? No. Any other comments or questions?
Michael Smith just said he had
Hi, Michael.
Mito for 10 years. Still
The Mitos are, yes, they're more expensive. You know, I mean, here's our price list on a Mito 45. They do make a Mito 28. I generally don't carry the 28 because we also we carry other models that are of that LPM or liter per minute. So we carry the 30 LPM from Atlantic, and it just makes more sense to get that one if you're going to go with the smaller system. But the 45 LPM is $245. The 60 is $315. The 80 is $350. Here's the 120, and this is the 200. This is pretty much the large. I don't know of any other. No, they're just electric. They are not battery backup. The only battery backup that I am aware of this size, and I've seen little aquarium ones, and we carried them in the store many years ago. This is the only one of this size that goes up to, and because it's a dial, you can dial it up or down. It goes up to what we would say is a 60 LPM or 60 liter per minute air pump. So it can give off quite a lot of oxygen. You have a lot of fish in your tank. This is the one that you want to have available to you. You want to have this running at all times, and God forbid power goes out, this will stay on and keep your fish alive. And hopefully your power goes back on in a relatively short time frame. If it's beyond the point of the battery life, then that's a different story. But it is a lifesaver, and I wish I had it on my ponds. Hi, how are you? Were you looking for something?
I want to get a water lily.
Okay.
How do we tag it?
I have one person on the floor right now. He's just helping someone with some fish. As soon as he's done in there, he'll help you. Okay. Any other questions regarding aeration? Go ahead.
What is the LPM on the battery backup?
It goes from a couple LPM all the way to 60. So it's a dial. So if you come right in here, Michael. So it says CP60. So right here. So I can turn it on, and it's on layaway now, and I can turn this up. So now it's all the way on high. I don't know if you can hear that. Can you hear that? So I'm going to lower it down. Now it's just giving a little bit, and I'm dialing that back up. So this is now the most air that it can give. Use a 3/8 inch air hose. We like to use a 3/8 inch sinking hose. That's going to go right on there, and that's going to go, and that's going to run over to your diffuser. You can also set this up with a splitter. These are the splitters that we use. These are from Metalla. But we also have, this is from Aquascape. I don't know if this would, that doesn't unscrew there. So I wouldn't be able to put that on there. You could fit this on another way with a couple of fittings. But in this case, you'd have a boot that connects this right here, and then you can have two air hoses on there. And if you had to run it to 2 locations or more, you could certainly do that. Any other questions? Guys, I have a few of these in stock. I can definitely get more if you need. How many do we have? Nope, that one's got. No, there's 2 more in there. So I have 4 of these in stock right now. If you need one, just reach out to me. You can text me at 516-547-0164. Let me know what you're looking for. You can also email me at sales, S-A-L-E-S, at coinmarket.com. What else can we go over? We're running super low on koi food. I am excited. We are getting the Sarah koi food in stock next week. And I don't want to say getting in stock. We're actually, so I'm growing fish out in the back quarantine. Let's go into the back. Let's take a walk. It looks like Chris's truck. Hey. So we are growing some stuff out in the back, and so I am running an experiment. I'm good. How are you? I'm always interested in trying out different things to see if there's something that works better. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be testing out Sarah's food. And the first thing we're going to do, well, we have a couple things that are coming in. One, I have the sturgeon food, because they have two different sizes of sturgeon food. So we're going to be testing that out with our sturgeon. When I say testing it out, I mean, there aren't a lot of options when it comes to sturgeon food, so we'll be carrying their food for sturgeon. We are also carrying their goldfish food. And what's really interesting about their goldfish food, and although they're not allowed to say it on the package, simply because you can't say certain things on a package unless you get certain approvals from the FDA. Their food will help with swim bladder disease in goldfish, which is really interesting. And I can't, I'm only going by what they've discussed with me, but they've actually taken the pea extract that has supposedly helps with swim bladder disease, and they've taken that extract and put it into their food, grind it up into a powder so that it's easily absorbed into the body, and it's supposed to help to cure swim bladder issues. So we're definitely going to try it out. I'm excited to try that out. So that's their goldfish food. And we're also getting in their koi food. And we're going to test out their highest end food first in our grow out tanks. We'll come back over here after. So come on this way. So this is one of my grow out tanks. You want to go help them? Sure. So this is one of my grow out tanks here. So I've taken a bunch of different fish that I like a lot, that I really want to see in a bigger size. These fish are not for sale right now. So what you have in here, actually I have two feeders going on here right now, and these are going off basically 6 times a day, feeding these guys, and the growth on them has been pretty good. And they're on Blackwater's growth food, and I have everything from, I have Asagi in here, I have Goromo, Budo Goromo, Ginran Yamabuki, which I'm really excited about the Ginran Yamabuki. I mean, they're from now here on. I cannot wait to see a large version of these Ginran Yamabuki. I'm very excited about those. I have a couple of fish from Suzuki in here that I kept for myself that they're going to go into the larger tank. A couple of fish from Aoki as well. So I used to carry Dainichi's food years ago. So a couple of years ago we were selling Dainichi's food, and we stopped carrying it. It just got so ridiculously expensive that it was more expensive than the sake I carry. And sake I carry is the best food out there, so we just decided to sell the sake I carry. Just reading your questions here. Yeah, so this is one of my grow out tanks here. So we have a constant drip line running on them, and you know what? They're doing great in here. These are our custom 1,500 gallon holding tanks. We had Husky designed for us, and we can see our Baki showers, and then we're running Green Reset pressurized filters on them. So each one of these tanks in here is running a separate system. So we don't share nets, we don't share bowls, we don't share koi socks, we don't share water. So each of these setups is on its own. So when we bring in fish from Japan, each breeder gets its own tanks. Right now, it's a slower part of the season, so it allows me to go and do some grow out. Yeah, the big white and black one that's right there, that's a really special Kikikiryu from Aoki. I'm looking forward to growing that out. These will be for sale in the future, but they're just not for sale right now. So moving over to here, I'm going to grab a little bit of food for you. So just hold on, I'm going to lay the camera down for a second here, so I can So hold on one sec so I can show off some of the fish that we have. So this is another grow out tank that I have going. So what I have in here, these are Kujaku from Isa. I have Tancho from Isa. I also have Tancho and Kohaku from Saito Koi Farm. I have Ginrin Matsu Kawabaki from Kano. I also have Ginrin Hiyusuri in here too. So the Sarah food, I have zero experience with right now. I'm really looking forward to giving it a try. It is a pretty high-end food, and the difference between this food is what they're claiming is that it's super absorbable in the body. I'll have that food next week, and I'll show it in next week's episode. But they grind the food into a powder, and quite honestly, the way he explained it was almost like the same as cocaine. I mean, it was literally a super fine powder, and when the fish eat that, it's 90. I think it was 90% absorbable in the body, which meant you're going to get an incredible amount of growth. And according to them, there is no residual in the water. So you could take the food and literally you could put it in a bucket, and 5 hours later you will not see any breakdown waste in the water. You will not see any residual in the water. I'm really looking forward to seeing how this food does, and I'll keep you posted. So these guys are also in grow out. They're not for sale yet. I'm going to grow them out, and they'll probably be available next season. So this winter, these guys will be coming available. So these will go out into the koi house sometime before our shipments from Japan come in. We are going to Japan in December. So yeah, the Sarah food is in pellet form. Yeah, but the whole idea with the Sarah food is there will be a lot less waste in the water, which means you'll have much better water quality. And I'm really interested in that because one is super highly absorbable, which means our fish will grow that much bigger in a much less amount of time. And then you'll have a lot less issues with your water quality. I'm not selling these fish at the currently, no. I want to grow them out. You know what? I literally have 10,000 fish available for sale right now. So I do hold some fish back so that we can sell them at a later date, so that we can get them to reach some of their potential. You can see one of the feeders is actually going off. That was good timing. One of the feeders is actually going off right now. See that? That was really good timing. But I mean, look at these Ginrin Matsu Kawabaki. They're absolutely gorgeous. You know, I bought a really high-end box of Ginrin Matsu Kawabaki so that we can grow them out for you guys. So they will be available in the future. You'll just have to wait. I bought some really high-end Ginrin Hiyusuri as well. I'm really excited about these Kujaku. These are from the first line of Kujaku to come out of Isa. It's a new line from them. So I'm pretty excited to be showing these guys off. Alright, so we can feed these guys over here since we're over here. I know there's a little bit of a reflection here. You know what? We're not even pricing anything out in these tanks right now. I'm showing these to you guys just because, you know what, I love you guys and I just want you to know what's going on here. But it's something for you guys to be excited about in the future. I mean, I have another tank of fish that I'm growing out, and you guys are going to see in a second from Aoki, and these fish to the Aoki tank. And these guys are still in quarantine, so we haven't started the grow out process on these guys yet. Wait till you see these guys. These guys are amazing. One of the best tosai I've ever gotten in from Aoki. And it was really, really hard to get these. And it was, quite honestly, it was very expensive to get these. I was able to get from the secret stash from Aoki. And they handpicked these fish for us. Michael's just back. No, Pat, don't be sorry. I'm glad you're excited. I will keep you posted. Oh, is it Rob? Hi, Rob. But some absolutely gorgeous fish in here. You guys know how I feel about Aoki, and we have an incredible relationship with them. And the sun is coming out. Huh? No sound? Can you guys hear me okay? You know what? As we get, I think when we get to the back of this greenhouse, we tend to have some issues. We have a little raccoon that has found our pond and testing the net. Alright, well, keep an eye on that spring. That's really important. If he gets in there, you're going to definitely have some issues. They wreak havoc on the pond. They rip apart the plants. Good, I'm glad you guys can hear me. So what do you think of these guys? There are some amazing fish in here. I'm going to show you the next tank, and these guys are for sale now. I do have one fish in here that I am holding back for myself. Morning, guys. So there's one Benny Pico, and you guys know how I am with Benny Pico. So Wally, the best product to use, so we have Ultimate, Chloromex, or a new product we have called Nupon, which is actually a powdered version of Ultimate. Those are the products that we like to use. So the fish in here are absolutely stunning. There's one Benny Pico that I am holding. I don't want to say I'm holding it for myself, but I will be growing it out for a couple of years because it just needs to be, it needs to be grown out. And it's actually back over here. It's that one right there. I don't know if you can see it with the red there. She's definitely a little bit shy, but an absolutely stunning Benny Pico. Really cool. What do you think of these guys? You would have saw a lot of these during the unboxing, yes. Yeah, Kathy, the one that you wanted, that is the one that I'm holding back. You're one of probably about 50 people that all inquired about that specific fish. But I knew the moment that I saw it that I needed to grow it out. And I know that everyone wants that particular fish, but eventually it will be for sale, but it's not for sale right now. You can see him over on the left side here. She definitely keeps her distance. I'm saying she, I don't know if it's a male or female just yet. But the Shirogi, the white on it is super, super white. The red is incredibly red. It's like red. A really cool sumi on the head, and the moto glue on the pectorals is amazing. It's exact on both sides. It's just an amazing fish. So if you are interested in these fish, I can send you videos of these fish. There is individual pricing. If you're interested, send me a text saying I'm interested in the Aoki fish. You can text me at 516-547-0164. Just let me know, and I'll send you videos of the fish that are available, and we can we'll discuss. Look at the pattern on this. Oh, there's two-face, half black, half white. I love that. There's some gorgeous Ginrin Matsukawabaki, Benikiko, some Kuro Goshiki in here that are absolutely stunning. Like this one right here. Look at this Kuro Goshiki, guys. Kuro means dark. And I have one huge Karasu in here. Karasu actually means crow. We have a huge Karasu in here. It's a Deutsch Karasu, bright red belly. You probably saw it in the show. If you're interested in these again, I'll send you a video and then I'll get your pricing. So there is one, is someone asking about it? So the orange one in here is actually a very unique and very, very rare fish. So I thought it was a Ginrin Benigoi. I pointed it out in the show when we did the unboxing, and my guys in Japan came back to me saying, no, that's actually something very special. It is a super rare fish. It's called a Kuro. It's a Kuro Kudo, Kudo. Kudo. Kurokado. The Kurokado Goshiki, something I had never heard of before, and it's actually it's an all Beni Goshiki. There's an all Beni Ginrin Goshiki with black rim scales, which you can't see the black rim, but that is a Kurokado Goshiki. Michael's actually looking it up, but it is super, super, super rare. And my friend in Japan actually sent me a whole story about that particular fish. Not this one, but that type of fish. And if you're interested in that, I will send it to you. Doesn't want to come up to the front right now. I'm not going to throw any more food in because we got plenty of food in here. Yeah, Kuro Kado, Kuro, which is Kuro, which is dark. And Kado, Kado Goshiki. And there is a description of what that means in there. I'll read it to you. Unless Michael wants to read it.
I'm just trying to find where it is.
He's looking for the description here.
Hey. In the middle.
Okay. The Kurokado part of her name comes from the black edges on each scale. Kuro means black and Kado means edge in Japanese, as we know it from a Kado Ginrin Asagi, for example. Okay. very interesting. Another new type that I actually wasn't aware of. There are literally hundreds of koi types, and a lot of times they'll just put that type under a karashigoi. But in this case, this fish actually did have a name, and it's super, super rare. So beta gin is where the whole scale sparkles and is the most valued type. Kato gin has only the aft edge of each scale covered with this sparkling deposit. Correct. And something new that we're learning. Thank you, Michael. How you feeling, buddy? So if you see, guys, if you see any fish in this tank, take a screenshot and I will get you pricing. But I will also, if you're interested, just send me a text and I'll send you videos and you can let me know exactly which fish you want. I have videos of all these fish. I have really high-res videos. I'll share those with you. You text me at 516-547-0164. These fish have a couple more weeks of quarantine. They still have to be KHV tested. That's going to be happening soon. They've been here for almost not even 2 weeks yet, right? Yeah, it hasn't even been 2 weeks since they've been here. So we have another week before we'll do KHV testing, and then they'll be available, and you guys can put them in your ponds. Some truly amazing fish. Really cool Ginner and Matsu Kawabaki right there. Alright, so if you guys were going to buy fish today, what is it that you'd want to buy? Are we doing Tosai today? Are we doing Nisai and Sansai today? The last couple of weeks we've done the bigger fish and it's gone over really well. I have no problem going ahead and doing that. Let me know what you want to do. We're going to take a walk around, give these guys a break. We went over this tank already. And we went over these guys. All right. All right, so let's go over to the big fish. Oh, let's go 2 seconds. Come on up here. So, you guys know that we do our bonsai and Chris Hayes. Huh? Okay. We'll do both. You guys know that we have our bonsai here. And Chris Hayes is I call him our bonsai master, although he's not a bonsai master yet. He's certainly striving to become one. We are going to be doing some classes. If you're interested in taking our bonsai class, the first one's just going to be a beginner class. If you're interested, send me a text at 516-547-0164. If you are interested in taking the bonsai class, we're going to be doing that soon. Hold on 1 second. Just come on in. If you're interested in the bonsai class, let me know. Text me at 516-547-0164, and we'll get you on the list, and we'll let you know when we're going to be doing it. It's going to be sometime soon. Yes. I'm not saying anything. Yeah. All right, so we're going to start out with some of the bigger fish. As always, guys, whenever we go from tank to tank, even though I didn't put my hand in the water in any of those tanks, we always keep alcohol on hand. We have spray bottles all over our facility, and like doctors, we're making sure that our hands are sterile before touching anything. So I have more koi socks coming in. These are our koi socks. If you're interested in a koi sock, let me know. We don't just pick up the fish with it, we also move water with it. So you can see that I'm easily transferring some water into the bowl here. Let me go grab, I just have to go grab the aerator. Michael, if you want to show off some of the fish while I'm setting that up. What was that? Huh? So it's funny, we put these parking bumpers here so that everyone could, have a proper space to park their vehicles. And for some reason, no one uses the parking bumpers. I'm looking at every car here, and not one car is actually in a parking spot. I don't get it. I don't understand. But first, I'm going to start with the heat Surrey. Guys, good. Okay. Of course, of course. Okay. So we're going to start in the $600 tank, but let me just. I'm not saying anything. Again, stop it, Michael. Stop. Yeah, it does make a lot of sense now. So, shipping, guys. So we ship both UPS and Southwest Cargo. We prefer to do Southwest Cargo. It is free shipping when you spend $650 or more when you're using Southwest Cargo. If you're using UPS, you will have to pay for the shipping. We do not have free shipping on UPS. So if you want door-to-door shipping, then you will have to pay for that. No matter what you're spending, you will have to pay for UPS. If you do Southwest Cargo, it is airport to airport. But if you spend $650 or more, it is free shipping. You will still have to pay for packaging. Packaging is $15 for the box, which includes the bags, the rubber bands, the water treatments that go into that, and the time that it basically takes for us to drive to the airport, which is an hour, each way. Any questions about that, let me know. All right, I'm going to pull out some huge Surrey and the butterfly that we have remaining in here. I think I have a couple of Kohaku butterfly. I think I have a Kiryu butterfly. I will be getting more butterfly in next season. But as of right now, we won't be getting any more butterfly in until we bring our new shipments in. I'm just picking a couple of fish. So, as I mentioned before, guys, it is National Koi Weekend. So with National Koi Weekend, we are running a 15% off sale at the store. I will carry that sale over to the show. So you will get an additional 15% off on the fish today. Yes. Yeah, I'm grabbing some butterfly. Here is a Garomo butterfly. You can see it's just starting to fill in. I have a Kohaku butterfly. I will try and grab all the butterflies that I have left in here, and you guys can hopefully take them home with you. Grab some more Hyutsuri. Here is a Goshiki butterfly. Another Hyutsuri. What is the price on these for today? 15% off. Got a couple more fish to grab for you. Here is a Kikakiryu butterfly. Comes to 510 with 15% off. All right, I believe this to be the last of the butterfly. I could be wrong, but I will check. Another Kohaku. How much did you say they were?
$5.10.
All right, so these guys today, for today's sale, are $510 each. Is that it? I think there might be one more, actually. Is there one more? Let's see. Okay. Robert, it's yours. I do have one more butterfly in here. Oh, you're welcome. Okay. Figured, let me just bowl all the butterfly we have. We need one more bowl to put the fish in. Just keep an eye on those guys. Give me one more second, guys. Oh, there's another butterfly in there. Apparently we have a lot of Kohaku butterfly. Yeah, give me 1 second. Let me just set up this other bowl, Robert. Give me 1 second. I'm just sprayed this clean. Good. How are you?
Is this the inventory here? Or is it,
Well, this is the big koi. I have another with a small koi, our next door,
okay.
and then we have the store, which also has some goldfish,
Yeah.
some sturgeon, and some other
Okay.
types of
My
fish.
name's Brian.
Hi, Brian.
I'm a contractor. I do gutters and outdoor lighting. And as
Okay.
part of the outdoor lighting, we do ponds, waterfalls, and we put the lights in the pond and all that.
Okay.
So, pricing for, say, the smaller fish, you have like a homeowner rate versus a contractor rate.
Yeah. So we can go over the wholesale koi separately. I'm actually doing a show right now.
Okay.
But no. I do want to talk to you. We're also an aquascape distributor.
Okay.
So you can come here to buy,
Right.
all things aquascape,
Filters, pumps,
all that
yeah.
stuff. We also do have koi available for wholesale.
Right.
I have no problem doing. I'll follow up on this.
Yeah, good. I'll come in and see you next week, one day. I
Okay,
live
is
in
this
Smithtown.
full?
So, what do you still? What would you sell for a liner? EPDM rubber roofing membrane, something
No,
like
it's
that.
Firestone, 45 mil.
Okay.
That's standard.
Okay, in various dimensions, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. All right. Good. So I'm gonna go take a look inside. Pleasure meeting you.
You too. Okay. All right, guys. So, Robert, you wanted to see the Kikakiryu. Check this fish out. Okay. I think it's a male. All the black banding is coming out on this fish right now. Really nice fish. This is the one you just picked here. Nice Kikakiryu. We're going to bring him on over here. Rob, I think you're taking this. You said you were going to take that fish. I'm putting him over here. Yeah. We could take a picture after. Or we can do it now. Let me bring it. Okay. So, go ahead. You want to go over here and take a... Got it.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Okay.
You got enough room to get by?
Oh,
Okay, so what we have here, guys, we have some Hiutsuri. I have this is a Goshiki butterfly right here. You can see it's starting to darken up back here. I also have a Goromo butterfly, and you can see it's starting to fill in. The Goromo butterfly, and I have two Kohaku butterfly. Here's one, and then here's the other. I forgot what he said to me. Was it 15% off? What was it, 5 something? $510. These guys today, so today's offer on this tank, the $600 fish is $510. Free shipping on Southwest Cargo is at $650. These guys are fairly large. So these fish here, you're looking at 17 plus. Good sized fish. Michael, any comments? Do we have any takers? Here we have really nice butterfly Goshiki, Kohaku. We have a Goromo. Here's the Goshiki. These guys are going for $510 today, which is a huge deal. $510. These guys are 17 inches plus. We have any takers. Here's a nice Goromo. Any more takers on these butterfly? If not, no problem. We'll put them back and we'll go and grab some other stuff. We also have our Hiutsuri in here. All right, no takers on the butterfly. I'm going to put them back. Any comments before I grab them, guys? If not, okay, I can grab them again. It's not like they're disappearing. They're just going back in the tank. Okay. I have lots of Yutsuri here, guys. We're going for $510 each today. I got 3 in the bowl.
Do you have any black and yellow butterfly?
That's, you know what? Before I looked in the tank and I was like, all right, do we have any more butterfly? And I didn't see any more. We do, actually. We do have a Kiyutsuri butterfly. This is the only one we have. It is going for $510 today. There it is. I'm glad you asked. That's the only one we have. Kiyutsuri. It looks like a Kin Kiyutsuri, which is a metallic. It's a Kin Kiyutsuri butterfly. I also have Kujaku in here. I'll grab the Kujaku so we can split things up in here a little bit. Okay. Who's that? Okay, Robert, it's yours. Got it? Okay. So I put a Kujaku in there. I think I have... No, I said that was it on the butterfly, and I keep on seeing more fish that I didn't have before. So here is...
Any other butterfly?
Yeah, this one. Clearly I didn't have all the butterfly because now I see some more. Here's another Kujaku coming your way. These guys are going for $510 today, guys. That's an amazing price for these fish. How many people are on? 50. Yeah, 50 people on. Just looking to see what else I should grab here.
Robert's asking if you have any more butterfly or just that.
I am looking to see if there's anything else that you didn't already see, Robert. I had the stuff that was in there before. And
Andrew issued a comment that said, these Surrey are the best. Picked mine up just a few weeks ago, and she really stands out on my pond. Black is like ink, and the video doesn't do justice. These fish are really big.
thank you, Andrew. These fish are really big. They are absolutely gorgeous. They're all the Hiyutsuri are from Shinoda. I don't have any other butterfly other than the ones that you saw, guys.
You Santos is asking if you have any nice Showa.
I'm going to go to that next. I know that you sent me a question about a Showa. I don't have any Showa in this tank here. So let's go through these first, and then we're going to move over to the next cage, which is the 800. Which
The butterfly first, because Robert wants to see it up close.
here is a Deutz Karasu butterfly. White tips on on the pectorals and tail, white around the face, white in the dorsal. It is Deutz, scaleless.
He'll take it.
Okay, it's yours. We'll take a photo of that. All right, so next up in this bowl, I have some gorgeous Kujaku here. So when you're looking for Kujaku, you're looking for the reticulation in the scale. This one is super, super white. The Shiroji on this Kujaku. Look at how clean the head is. Super clean head. You can see the reticulated scales. So the black tips on the edge of the scales, which creates that pine cone reticulation look. This fish is going today for $510. This is from Shinoda. Here's another Kujaku also from Shinoda. Do we have any takers on the Kujaku? It's Kujaku 1 and Kujaku 2. Here's Kujaku 1. Absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous fish. Symmetrical motor grue on the pectoral fins. And here is Kujaku 2. And this is a Kuchi Beni Kujaku. The Kuchi Beni is the Beni that's in the lips. See the lips there? Also, symmetrical motor grue on the pectoral fins. So very nice fish for $510.
Robert McCabe will take 1 and 2.
Okay. All right. Let me get pictures of both of them. Guys, got to move quick. Robert's going to take everything.
You want to bring it up?
Yeah.
Please.
There's that one's number 2. All right. Thank you, Robert. All right. Okay. Did I just move the right fish? Nope. I just wanted to show him what it looks like to be in the sold bowl. All right, Robert, this whole bowl of fish is yours here. All right, so now we have Ginrin Kohaku. Here's the Ginrin Kohaku here. Very nice Shiroji, white on this Kohaku, so it's super, super white. Really strong Ginrin. Ginrin goes down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows from the top. Very nice Ginrin on this Kohaku. $510 today. Any takers on this Ginrin Kohaku from Shinoda? Super, super white. Check out. Did you want to get by? Okay, go ahead. Oh, no, it's all good.
And I didn't stick my hand in the pond.
Okay.
But, all right. Everything's all right.
Thank you. Okay. So, here's I just want to show again just how white this Shiroji is on this fish. I mean, it is super, super white. Look at this. Gorgeous fish. Going for $510. The Ginrin Kohaku. Any takers? If not, all good. We're going to move on. All right. We're going to go to the Hiutsuri, and these Hiutsuri are a good size Hiutsuri. This one right here, black pectorals, has a really cool mask on his face. It's actually female. Beautiful black mask. Nice even pattern throughout the fish. Fish is 18 inches, big female. Any takers on this Hiutsuri? Any takers? Very nice female Hiutsuri. No takers. How many people are on?
51.
We have 51 people on. If no one's going to take these guys, I'm going to put them back and we're going to move on to the next tank.
Brian Malone said,
Hey, Brian.
Can you please show the sold bowl for a second before moving on?
Sure. Here is the sold bowl. Yeah.
UV comes with the union, so that one doesn't have it, but just put
UV is priced with the unions.
so just give it to
You're talking about the 75 or the 150? Yeah, you got to just pull the unions from the shelf. Yeah.
people. Probably order more.
Okay. This is the sold bowl. This is the Robert McKay bowl. This bowl is dedicated to Robert McCabe. Cool. All right, I am going to put these other guys back, and we're going to move on. So next price point, 15% off on 800 is what? Oy. $680. So the next tank, they're $680. And I say next tank, next cage, because they are in the same tank, guys. We're just moving over to the next cage here. Robert, thank you for picking some amazing fish. We're going to dump this. Watch your feet. I'm going to move this over. So there's a lot of really nice fish in this tank here. And here we go. All right, what are we going to grab here? All right. So we had Tina's interested in a Showa, and I have a really nice Benikiko here. And here's a nice, oh, you know, I'm going to show all of these. Let's start with those while I grab a few more. Yes, sir. Hi, Mom. Good morning. Grabbing a couple more here. This Concho is unlucky enough to be caught twice. Keep looking. Let me know if you see anything in the bowl, guys, while I search for a few others. Okay, a very large kikasui here. And a Ginrin Hiutsuri and a really nice Yamabuki. Who doesn't want to get into here. Come on. Let's pull you out of there. Okay. So here's our first batch, yes.
Based on Blue Act, how much are the new AOP lemon power wash?
In that big tank, none of the big guys are lemon arawaki in there. Those Tosai, as of right now, none of those are for sale at the moment. I will get back to you on them. Right now, everything is in grow out in that Tosai tank. I will get back to you though. Okay, so starting in here, check out this kikasui from Aoki. Super, super white. This is a big fish. This fish is almost 20 inches. How much are they going for? $680. $680 for this fish right here. Check this out. This fish is absolutely gorgeous. Kikasui. So kikasui is like a metallic Deutz kohaku. So metallic skin. Very nice balanced pattern. Again, super white, nice, beautiful face. Look at the face on this fish. Gorgeous. This kikasui is going for $680 today, guys. It's National Koi Weekends. It is a holiday that Koi Market actually created for the whole country to enjoy. But it is an official holiday on the calendar. Any takers on this kikasui? I can't believe no one's going to take this for $680. Absolutely gorgeous fish. Any takers? No takers on this kikasui. Wow. Okay. All right. We're moving on. Showa. So, Tina, you had mentioned you were looking at Showa. This tank, they're $680. I believe $680 was your max price point. Here's Showa number 1. This is from Maro Hero. Very nice Showa. $680 today. See plenty of sumi black is coming up around the head and on the nose here. And here's Showa number 2. Again, sumi coming up, wrapping around the body. It's got some sumi black coming up on the head here. More sumi black coming up on the sides here. $680 today, guys.
Robert McCabe wants to see the silver and white.
Yes, this fish is awesome. That was the next fish I was going to, Robert. So, I actually don't have a name for this one. But this fish is from Aoki. Very, very unique. Super, super clean. Look at the black eyes. Head is all white. Very, very clean. Symmetrical motor groove. Black on the pectorals. Really cool reticulated scales. Going for $680 today. This fish is gorgeous, Robert. I love this fish. You know what? Every week I show this fish. I can't believe no one's taken this fish yet. Fish is amazing. Very, very unique fish. It's the most unique fish in this bowl right now. It's very unique. But look at the head on this fish. Look at the face. Got the black going around the gill plates. The symmetrical black in the pectoral fins. The black eyes. Such a cool fish.
Oh, thank you.
All right, Robert, it's yours. That's your phone. Great pick, Robert. Hello, how are you? That's a really nice pick, Robert.
Okay.
Okay, next, it's Yamabuki time. Yamabuki from Maruse. This is very, very nice key, as in yellow. The scalation of the fukurin, which is the skin in between the scales, really, really shows on this fish. Look at this Yamabuki, guys. Everyone's got to have a Yamabuki in their pond. Today, going for $680 today. Definitely a deal. Very, very nice Yamabuki, super clean. We have any takers? Come on, guys, we have 50 people on the line. Some really nice fish in this bowl. Really nice Benikiko. Look at this Tancha from Tanaka. I can't believe no one took the Kikasui here. This Kikasui is amazing. Look at this Ginrin Hiyutsuri. Any takers on anything else in the bowl before we move on? There's a Ginrin Kiyutsuri. It's also from Marahiro. Very nice fish. Any takers on anything in the bowl? You guys are being awfully quiet. No? Because if you don't see something in here, you got to let me know what it is you're looking for, because there's some amazing fish in this bowl. Looking in the tank to see if there's anything else I want to pull out here. Always looking for uniques here, so here are some more uniques. You and you and you and you. Okay. All right, I'm going to put these fish in. We're going to take some fish out. No one's jumping on these, which is surprising to me. Nope, you just got in there, so we're going to... Really? Okay.
Michael talking to Robert about large lilies?
I don't know. I'll have to follow up with Michael about that. Okay. No, I'm going to take the Yamabuki out because no one jumped on the Yamabuki. And beginner in Hiyutsuri and beginner in Kiyutsuri. Trying to get some unique fish for you guys. Okay. Guys, these are going for $680 today. These are some big fish for $680. The sale is the National Koi Day sale, which was yesterday, which we're continuing to celebrate for the rest of the week. So for today and tomorrow, we'll continue the sale. I have another giant Kikasui here, which, if I can catch him, see if we can catch him. Not letting me catch him. No, I have this gorgeous Shiratsuri, and this fish was in a much higher price tank. The only reason that it's going for $680, it does have a couple of orange spots on it. But it's an absolutely gorgeous fish. So it's got an orange spot right there and an orange spot over on the gill plate. It's the only reason it's going for $680, but it's a really nice Shiratsuri. The Shiroji on this fish, the white is super white. The Sumi is very black. Check out this Ginrin Ochiba. Price $680 on this fish. I am crazy to be selling this fish for this price. There's a really nice Shusui. Here's another version of an Ochiba, which means autumn leaves. This one's got lots of very clean fukurin in between the scales. You see the netting, like it just really stands out. Super dark color, like the brown is super brown. Very cool Ochiba. And then this is the Ginrin Ochiba. Hi guys. And then we have the Shusui, as I pointed out. Guys, these are going on sale today for $680. On sale today.
$80.
$80? What is it?
$680.
Hold on.
What you got?
Kate said I'll take it, but I don't know.
Which one were you talking about, Robert? We jumped around to a couple of fish.
Your mom said great fish, had to stop thundering. Bear was waiting for his calmer.
Okay.
Great koi, and you or your customers should be overjoyed.
Thank you, Mom. I love you.
Robert said gold and silver.
Okay. Very nice. Good pick, Robert. You got it?
Yep.
So Robert just built a brand new pond. So all these guys, I'm assuming, are going into Robert's new pond. So congratulations on your new pond, Robert.
Size of
Guys, I'll be right back.
no, the size of the pond. How big is this time?
It's 15 by 20. It's about a little over 7 feet at the bottom drains.
7 feet.
Yeah. That's deep. Doesn't have to be that deep, but that's how
No,
deep.
I'm saying that we have one at home.
Yeah.
It measures 16 by 19. This is 15 by 20. What do you want to put more?
Yeah.
But no.
Yeah, it's deep.
Then,
Yeah.
you have this size or no?
The small fish are in the greenhouse next door.
Okay.
Right over there in the small koi house. Sorry.
Lose some weight, man.
I don't know. I might have lost a couple of pounds. But it might just be a big shirt.
I remember his face, but I remember you were very smaller. From Huntington, the other side of Huntington.
Yeah, maybe. A couple of pounds.
You remember her at all, right?
Maybe. Yes. I'll say yes. I'm not sure.
She embarrassed one of the guys. She threw some fish last time. And the guy asked me, you know what you're choosing? You know the price of it? She said, "I to watch him. I asked you price." Straight up.
Yeah.
He bought him a ton of them. But he was out of place asking her if she had the money for the fish. But she said,
It's good to see you.
That's all right, man. I'll always be back. I'll always be here.
Thank
And
you.
now I'm up to 100 people.
Really? Wow.
At that side of time, because only 5 feet deep.
That's a lot.
Handmade.
That's a
I
lot.
went crazy. I'll be in the back.
Okay. Any takers on everything else I have in this bowl before we move on? Robert's been grabbing all the nice fish. We still have 50 people on. You guys chime in. Hey, Tino. All right, we're going to get to some smaller koi. While I'm in this room, though, I just want to continue to just finish up in this room before we move over to the other koi house. All right, these guys are going back. Sorry, guys. I know you guys wanted to go to a new home, but today is not that day. All right. So we have one more tank in this. That's some really nice showing here. These guys are 1,000 with 15% off. Comes to what? Going to turn the air back on over here. Definitely have some really unique ones in here. You get that koi sock behind you? Okay, guys. Okay. Got a little bit wet. Some really nice Showa and Deutsch Showa in here. Tancha Goshiki. What was the price on these? How much are these?
$8.50.
All right, guys, these are $8.50 today. They were $1,000, going for $850 today. There's this absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous Deutsch Kohaku. Okay. These are going for $850 today, guys.
Your mom says that she wishes she had a pond because we never had such a variety.
Well, Mom, you can come and see me, and all these fish are yours. Until we sell them, of course. This is a definite female. I mean, check out the scalation on the side of this Deutsch Showa. Definitely a female. She's a big girl. Going for $850 today. These were going for $1,000, but on sale with free shipping on Southwest Cargo. This is the first Deutsch Showa, going for $850. A definite 100% female. Any takers? Big female. Okay. Deutsch Showa number 2. It's from Shinoda. Lots of sumi coming up on this fish. Sumi is the black. Red is a nice red Benny. Going for $850 today. All this sumi is coming up in here. It's coming up in here. Got more sumi coming up here.
Show the tancho next.
Sure. This is a very, very nice tancho from Tanaka. Big fish. Going for $850 today. Very nice tancho. Spot on the head. This is from Tanaka Koi Farm. It's a big fish. It's almost 20 inches. Going for $850 today. This is a steal for this fish. You guys are crazy not to take advantage of some of these deals. This fish right here is $850 today. This is a very large, almost 20-inch tancho from Tanaka. Very nice, deep red tancho spot. Any takers on this fish? Who was asking?
Jason Gauthier says that he loved it, and Andy Findon also said that he loved the tancho.
Guys, $850 on this tancho, and you get free shipping. All right, it was a $1,000 fish going for $850 today with free shipping on Southwest Cargo. You guys are not going to get better deals than this. How are you today, sir? These guys are going for $850. It's National Koi Weekend. We have a 15% off sale going on. Any takers on this tancho? Someone take this fish home, please. Like, I shouldn't have to beg. You guys know when you see a quality fish. This is a really nice fish. I'm shocked if you guys are going to pass up on this fish. I'm going to go over to this Wagoi scaled Showa from Maruhiro. Very nice show, guys. Going for $850. This fish anywhere else would be $1,500 easy. Going for $850 today. With free shipping on Southwest Cargo. I don't know what to say, guys. These fish are amazing. Look at this Deutz Kohaku from Shinoda. All right. Is there anything in this bowl before we move on? I'm scratching my head. Okay. All right. We're moving on. If you see anything you like during the show, just take a screenshot and you can follow up with me afterwards. We are running the 15% off sale today, and these fish that are going for $1,000, which $1,000 was cheap, we're going for $850 today. I am fairly certain any other breeder or dealer that you came across that was selling these fish, these prices would be at least double. Okay. Why don't you show off the rest of the tanks? Let me know if I'll turn the air off so you can see them. I'm going to move these guys back. I'll put that air back on. I'm not going to bowl these guys. If I couldn't sell those gorgeous fish for $850, then moving on up to the $1250 and $1650, I'm not sure if you guys are going to be interested. Some very nice fish in this tank. I don't know, 12. What's 15% of $1250? $10.62. So these guys are going for $10.62 today. You can see again some very nice Tancho, huge Surrey, some amazing Deutz showing here. I have Ginrin showing here as well. Here. I'll go back this way. Let me follow my own protocols and spray my hands. Check out this Deutsch shower here. Sorry, I'm just trying to grab one particular fish to show you. Yo, yo.
I'm here to make my cameo appearance.
We are so lucky, everyone. Is the volume back on?
Yeah.
Does the show still go?
Of course.
Oh, these are the buy one get one free.
Yeah. I'm just gonna take a couple of guys out of here. They get soaking wet. All right, guys. So today's deal, they're going for $10.62. You said. So it's National Koi Day. As I said, we're doing a 15% off sale. Take a look at these Deutsche Showa. These fish are absolutely gorgeous. Going for $1,062 today. Yes, that's what it comes out to. $1,062. You know, that's 15% off. And you get free shipping on Southwest Cargo when you spend $6.50 or more. So these guys automatically qualify for free shipping. Do we have any takers on either of these Deutsche Showa? If you guys are a fan of Deutsche Showa, these fish are absolutely amazing. These are from Shinoda. Any comments? Any feedback? Hey Joe, these are going for $10.62 today. $1,062, which is an amazing deal. And you get free shipping on Southwest Cargo. Have any takers going once? Going twice? All right. Cannot believe no one's jumping on these. These fish are stunning. All right. They told me this morning they wanted to go to a new home. Sorry, guys. No new home today. All right. So with that, we are going to jump away from the big koi. And I have to go and put these guys into the sole tank in the back. Are we going to do this, the smaller koi today? Let me know what you guys are still interested in. It's 118.
Yeah, 22%.
Chris around?
If he's here, he's in the back.
Yeah, 22%.
22% on the phone. So everyone, this is Al Schul from Sound Shore Ponds. Al, say hello.
Hello?
He's a good-looking guy, isn't he? Look at him. It looks like did you just work out today?
Just stress. All good. All good things. Good show today?
I think so. Actually, one of our customers bought these. Just built a new pond.
Oh, wow.
Actually, Jeff Augie built the pond for him,
Very nice.
and
That's a
he
good
just bought all these for his new pond.
Wow, that is something else.
Rob, very good picks.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Good stuff. Good variety.
All right. So, guys, if that's it for today, then we're going to call the show. I have a lot of customers here at the store that I got to go and help Michael with. He's running around like crazy trying to help. Unless there's something else you guys definitely want, we're going to end the show for today. So let me know. Going once. Going twice. All right, Gabe, what do you think? Oh, you guys didn't even say hi to Gabe today. Gabe hates when I do this. He absolutely hates when I go and I do this. And I go, Gabe, how was your week today, Gabe?
Pretty good.
Pretty amazing. It was Mike here before, and all of a sudden it's Gabe that's holding the camera.
Yeah.
You had a good week?
Yeah.
You sell anything this week?
So, we went door knocking again.
He's door knocking. You know what? Everyone say good morning. Al, did you say you just signed in? Can we restart?
Did you get my comment about your hair this morning?
Oh, is that you? I don't even know what my hair looks like.
This morning. It was
I don't know what it looks
I don't
like.
have hair problems, but
What happened to your hair, dude?
I got married, had kids, started a business.
Everyone say hi, Gabe. My mom said you're the best. Hi, Gabe. So wait, let me just go back for a second. Al, were you serious? Did you really want to go back and look at fish again? We're just signing off. What I would say, guys, one of the most important things that we have here is our personal koi shopper. You guys need to use it. If you're looking for koi, go to the website, click on personal koi shopper. You can set up a date, set up a time. We will be there. We'll FaceTime with you. We'll show you all the fish that we have to offer. We can go over filtration. We can go over koi food. We can talk about the girls that gave dates. Whatever you want to talk about, we're here to talk with you. All right? Enjoy the week. Enjoy the weekend. Happy National Koi Day, and talk soon.